Yeah, so this is year 11, obviously, for Birdies for Cures. Last year, we raised over $100,000. That brings our total to over $560,000 to date. So this year, we're projecting just over $100,000 once again. So that'll put us close to almost $700,000 that we've donated to families who are fighting cancer. This year, obviously, is an incredible story. Lucas Gidelski from Huntley, who's fighting cancer. He's a freshman, played on the football team. This year, being a sophomore, has been getting treatment at Lurie's. And so 50% of our proceeds will go to helping the family pay for medical expenses. The other 50% will go towards medical research and research for cancer treatments that will help Lucas and other cancer patients. So we're excited about this year. Obviously a big event. We've got 140 some golfers, another 25 plus coming to dinner. So we should be raising a pretty substantial amount of money and watching funds go to a really worthy cause once again this year. We are super excited, and getting the day started here. We're about an hour and a half from getting going, and a lot of people starting to show up. This is what we love. Obviously a ton of work goes into getting this set up, and then getting to the point where we want to push it over the edge and get the program started will be an exciting day.
Hi, my name is Andy Wolf and a new member of the Champions for a Cures charity. I've been playing in this event for over 10 years with the same foursome. I've been so inspired by the champions, their families, and the founders of this organization that I basically begged to be a part of it this year. And so looking forward to raising a lot of money and the many years to come.
Hi, Eric Kingdon, co-founder of Champions for Cures. Excited to be out here for the 11th annual Birdies for Cures Golf Classic. Another beautiful day. We're going to raise a ton of money for a great cause and to support Lucas, our champion this year. Couldn't be happier about it. Thanks everyone for all your support and everything you do to make this event a success. Looking forward to continuing to build this into a wonderful charity and event to support everything we're doing. Thank you again.
Hi, I'm Jason Nash. I have been privileged to serve on the board of Champions for Cures for the last 12 years. When Court and Eric came to me with the idea of what they wanted to accomplish 12 years ago, I could never have imagined that we'd be here today, close to $700,000 raised towards research and supporting local families' financial need. It has been a great privilege to be part of this organization, and I think we're just scratching the surface. This year we're supporting Lucas Gidelski, a courageous, strong, incredible young man from Huntley High School. His family's here, his friends are here. Championsforcures.org each year is raising funds to support a family's financial need that's been impacted by cancer, as well as donating half of the funds towards research towards a cure. Come out and support our cause. You can find us at championsforcures.org.
So Lucas was having problems breathing in the middle of the night. He was waking up a lot. And then he woke up one morning, it was on a Saturday, October 29th, and he was getting ready to go to Six Flags with his friends. And he says, "Mom, my neck feels fat." So we came downstairs and we looked, and his neck had like this kind of lump right down in here. And we took him to urgent care thinking that he just had mono like everyone else had at the time. And then we ended up having to go to the emergency room, and there's where we found out that Lucas had lymphoma. And we got transferred. We took an ambulance ride down to Lurie's, and Lurie's, told us more that it was actually in his bone marrow. I mean, it was a long 7 days there, but there was a trace of it in his bone marrow also. So we knew that he had to be treated for leukemia as well. And it was definitely a shattering day for us, and for Lucas to know that he was going to have to do this journey. None of us knew what it was going to be like or anything like that. We did get sent home after 7 days. Within a month, Lucas had lost all mobility from being on the steroids. He was unable to even roll over in bed. And so we ended back up at the hospital for another 40 days. And that's where we found out he had a fungal infection, he had a pulmonary embolism, he had a blood clot in his arm. And it was hard to watch him go from being so athletic and playing football to not being able to even roll over in bed. It was hard for him to comprehend, hard for us. Within that 40 days was when he chose to shave his head, which was the hardest thing about finding out he had cancer, was losing his hair, gray hair. So while he was in the hospital, my husband and I helped shave his head for him. It was a really emotional, super emotional time. But yeah, he's come a long ways. We're almost a year in now, and he is almost done with all of his intense treatments, and we are getting ready to move into maintenance, where hopefully it'll be a lot easier for him. So the first month consisted of mainly steroids, which unfortunately is what took his mobility from him. But since we've been able to be off of that, he's been to rehab and all of that and gotten his mobility back. We have been through numerous chemos because he is being treated for lymphoma and also leukemia. So we've had some challenges with him being allergic to some of them and had to change course a lot. We've had to be downtown pretty much every other day all summer prior to that. Right now we are the last cycle in this phase that we actually tried back in March that failed because his calcium was high and he was getting mouth sores, wasn't able to eat. He was down to 100 pounds. Mind you, he started out at 140. So his body was suffering. And so we gave him a little bit of a break, and we have started over on this cycle, and he's been doing great with it. We are getting the last dose on September 18th, and we will celebrate because it'll be his last intense dose, and then we will move into maintenance, which will be once a month, hopefully. It will involve a lot of steroids again, but I think only a couple days a month. And then he'll be on maintenance until March 17th of 2025. So he still has a long journey. Likely will not play football with his port being still in, because I don't know when he's getting that out. So that's been hard for us to, kind of wrap our heads around. But again, he's doing great, and we are so proud of him, and we love him. So Lucas being in football family is huge, especially in Huntley because our program is so big. So as soon as they found out that Lucas was diagnosed, they stepped in immediately. They've done so many fundraisers for us, and just so many great things to make Lucas feel like he was still part of the team. And so Glenn Wilson, our athletic director, nominated Lucas for Champions for Cures. Called me one day and he's like, I hope you're not mad about this, but I nominated him. I don't know where it's gonna go. And I said, no, why would I be mad? And so it was a couple of weeks. I had to do an interview and stuff like that. And then I got the call that they had chosen Lucas to be the champion this year. And we were ecstatic, just so honored, because I know that it's one person that they choose every single year. And Lucas is our hero. So it's nice to know that somebody else also thought the same thing and wanted to recognize what he was going through. And so Champions for Cures has been great. They've been able to put Lucas's smile back on his face giving him things to look forward to with the golf tournaments. The ESPN golf tournament that he did, he had a blast. And it's something that he'll remember for the rest of his life. And I'm sure today, the golf tournament that he's doing today for Champions for Cures will also be something he will always remember. And they've been a blessing to our family as well. And I'm sure that we will have a partnership and relationship forever. So thank you so much.
On October 29th last year, when our world fell shattered by the news of our healthy, athletic boy having cancer, we had to quickly find the courage to help him get through this. While Lucas lost a lot, including hanging out with friends, going to school, Friday night football, we somehow still felt blessed. It's heartwarming to have a community surround you and total strangers reach out.
Let's go. Somebody give me 100, now 2, now 2, now $300 for that pie. It's an apple pie by Denise McCall. I got 3, now 4, now 5, now 6, now $700. I need $700 for the pie. Apple pie, apple pie, apple pie.